Right, news across the globe. Let's start with BRICS. BRICS dumped a total of $17.4 billion in the U.S. Treasuries in September 2023. Latest data from the U.S. Treasury Department highlighted that China, Brazil, and Saudi Arabia sold the highest last month. The BRICS alliance is offloading billions worth of U.S. government bonds to stop the dollar from ending on a high against local currencies. The rise in US dollar is weakening gold, oil, commodities, and local currencies of developing nations around the world.
Well, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announces independent run for president, ending Democratic primary challenge to Biden. Environmental lawyer and presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced this on Monday. This his independent candidacy for presidency, officially ending his efforts to defeat President Joe Biden in the Democratic primary in favor of a long-shot general election bid. Well, he says, I'm here to declare myself an independent candidate for president of the United States.
Also on the foreign scene, Russia says it deserves a seat in the UN Human Rights Council. Well, Russia is campaigning for a return to the United Nations Human Rights Council after being suspended just last year for invading Ukraine. Will the rest of the world vote on Tuesday to reinstate it is a question. Russia's war in Ukraine war is still grinding on, and several UN human rights investigations have accused Moscow of committing human rights abuses. The International Criminal Court has even issued an arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin over the deportation of Ukrainian children.
Well, also in Israel on Monday, threatened to track down and punish Hamas fighters while announcing a total blockade of the Gaza Strip following a surprise weekend attack by the armed Palestinian group. We'll have Gabelison tell us more on what we need to know about the recent development.
Hamas said it launched 5,000 rockets in an initial barrage. Israel's military said 2,500 rockets were fired. The strength, sophistication, and timing of the morning attack apparently surprised Israel, which has one of the world's most high-tech intelligence setups. Hamas fighters crossed from the Gaza Strip into southern Israel with motorcycles, pickup trucks, paragliders, and speedboats and attacked 22 locations. Hamas military commander Mohammad Daif called the operation Al-Aqsa Storm. Hamas spokesperson Khalid Kadomi told Al Jazeera that the group's military operation was carried out in response to a spate of provocations by Israeli politicians and settlers at Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque, among Islam's holiest sites, and to decades of violence and discrimination suffered by Palestinians at the hands of Israel. How did Israel respond? In response to the attack, Israel launched what it called Operation Swords of Iron, with its jets bombing the Gaza Strip. We are at war, and we will win. Netanyahu said in a televised statement on Saturday, he said the military would use all of its strength to destroy Hamas' capabilities, but he warned this war will take time. It will be difficult. Get out of there now, he told Gaza Strip residents who have no way to leave the tiny overcrowded Mediterranean territory of 2.3 million people, which is blockaded by Israel by air, sea, and land. Airstrikes intensified after nightfall, flattening residential buildings in giant explosions, including a 14-story tower in central Gaza City. Israel formally declared war on Sunday and on Monday announced that it will stop the supply of electricity, food, fuel, and other essential commodities to the Gaza Strip, a decision that under international law amounts to a war crime. Gab Ellison reporting for Undaunted, ABC Amba News.